GM, what is up, world? Happy Thursday. It's a beautiful Saturday or a beautiful sunny day here in Seattle. So, I got the scratched up Ray-Bans on. Thanks, sons. Appreciate you guys. And I'm coming to you today to bring you another edition of Kev's Daily Tip. Here we go. Today, as you see, I want to discuss an interview tip and what not to do because I see it happening all the time. What do I mean? I see it happening. I see this advice given out like Skittles to kids on the playground. Here you go. Here you go. It's a horrible joke, but I'm just going to keep it moving. Here's what it is. Okay. You're at the end of the interview. You feel like things are going good. You built rapport with the interviewer. You're feeling all giddy and good. And you're like, you just want to see where you're at. Don't. So what do? You pull out that content Rolodex, and you're remembering, you're like, oh God, what was that? What did that recruiter, that career coach, that person tell me I should say? Oh, that's right. Hey, is there anything preventing you from moving forward with me in this interview today? Let me tell you why that's a horrible question to ask your interviewer. Here it goes. Maybe I'm going against the grain here. Probably am, but I do that a lot, as you can tell. I've seen this advice on LinkedIn, Twitter, multiple places, multiple times, okay? But in my experience, this question is not as effective as you might think, okay? Let's take a moment to consider why. You're asking the interviewer, who, yes, you built this amazing rapport with over these last 30 to 45, 2 hours if it's an Amazon interview, but you just met them, and yet you want them to fully evaluate your answers and make a snap decision on your candidacy. Not a good idea. They haven't had the chance to compare you to other candidates. Please rest assured there's likely other candidates in the process. They haven't measured your responses against their own criteria. They haven't even given you the impression that like it's time to settle. It's time to like, okay, right? Nothing. They've given you nothing. You're asking them to make a split second decision. That's a lot of pressure. There's not a lot of interviewers, I can assure you, that are going into an interview that are thinking like they're going to feel pressure. In fact, most interviewers, even though it seems real easy because you're just asking these questions from this paper, they're usually pretty nervous. They definitely don't want to feel pressure. And if you pressure them in any way, I'm sure you can imagine. Right? Okay. How do I know this? Because thousands of people have asked this question. And 9.5 times out of 10, I'm telling you, it's not going to land the way that you've hoped. I've been in enough debriefs. I've been in more than enough debriefs after the interview with all the interviewers to hear it firsthand. Look, I know it's well-intentioned. I know you really just want to, put your best foot forward, and that's like your sales pitch, right? Or that's like your ability to figure out like where you're at in the process. But that's not the time when you want to figure out where you're at in the process, and it's just going to fall flat. Plus, this question is so frequently, asked because it's one of the top results when you Google questions to ask on an interview. It's not unique, and interviewers have likely heard it 10 times before, okay? And full disclosure, I used to ask this question too. Honestly, I thought it was a brilliant, smart move, right? Okay, I, again, built the rapport. I've wowed them. Is there anything that would prevent you? No, I genuinely thought that was a good question. And then you learn, right? I've learned from experience that it's not. I've literally had an interviewer that I was able to finally get in touch with tell me like, I said I was interested, but I didn't know what to say. So I said something, but we really weren't. And that's why they let me go right after. Okay. So let's flip the script though. I want to leave you. It's going to be 5 minutes or less. Let's flip the script. Instead of asking a question that puts the interviewer on the spot, why not ask them something that shows that you're genuinely interested in the role in the company? Ask about the company culture or what success looks like in the role. Dig deeper in your own curiosity. Research different areas about the company and find places that you're curious. Ask those questions. These questions will help you stand out in a good way. In a good way. Remember, An interview is a two-way street. As much as it is about, like impressing the interviewer, it's about finding a fit with both parties. Like seriously, most of my clients, most of my founders, if you are qualified, they have the skill set. The next most important thing is they need to know that they can work with you. They need to know your personality. So ask thoughtful, genuine questions, and you might be surprised at the difference it makes. All right, that's enough for me. My thinking cap. Yep, thought it out. That's the Kevin's daily tip. All right, y'all take care. Have a fantastic rest of your Thursday. I'm going to go out and enjoy a little bit of the sun while I work. Peace out, y'all.